Hey guys, welcome back to Vintage Story. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I did do a video yesterday um, just to show what I've done with the base and how it's progressed. Yeah, I just got busy with life and I wasn't able to continue uploading videos. I did still continue to play, when I could. So I just want to do an actual video today to show you what I have been up to. So, starting with my um, house here, this is the bedroom. I did show this before. There have been a few changes, a few new items that I got based on the updates that came out. Um, I got these from the Resonance Archive, if that's how you say it, and a few things changed, like the texture for that, as you guys would know. But I did complete the archive on my own and got these items here. I like the look of them, so just put them right there for decorations. And as you saw in the previous video, I just showed you what I had in my treasure chest, old chest, and just a regular old aged bed. And I have a few items in here. I'm trying to collect all the clothing items or the clothing sets that are in the game. I have a few items here, um, crowns and all of that. Most of these I got from the archive, that new thing, and I've been trying to repair everything. There's still a few that I've missed, but I'm going through as I progress through the game. Um, and One thing I must make note of is that this is a brand new map. Um, so you'd have probably noticed that I got this map, I generated this map uh, in one of the 1.18 pre-releases, and I had shared it on the forums. It was this large continent. This was back when the continent generation was actually working properly. I don't know what happened. Um, at some point it did change and it was no longer um, reliably generating continents or islands. It's either you get on an island and there's endless water, or the island is just too small and or extremely big and doesn't have any oceans to separate it. Um, so I really like this continent. Thankfully, um, I had the foresight of saving it, and I just started to play on it because it's really nice. It wraps all the way around and has all the resources that I need. It's also a much smaller save. I don't intend to like travel beyond anything here besides the island. And through through mods, I was able to create a translocator, and through another mod, I was able to modify the distance in which they go. So I created two. So this one actually goes to the tropics. So let me just jump in it quickly. Alright, so this brings us over here, a tropical area, and this is the Residence Archive. So yeah, um, I guess I could go up and show you quickly. So I've just been spending time mining stuff. Pretty much at the end of the game. I'm trying not to, when I don't have much time to play, I do play on and off. And I like it like that. I like to, play for a while, then I come back to it. I'm not like some people who create a brand new world each time. I prefer to just stick with what I have and continue to, build on it and add little things that I like and have that as a little project. Um, Highly doubt that I'd ever create a new world. So I've just been adding to this. The thing about the island, as I said, it has everything you need in terms of resources, metals, most stone types, and I already had most of everything that I ever need from the map that I had before. So that map got very laggy. I don't know why. So I created a schematic of the base and imported it to this new map. And here we are. This is a third of the size of the previous save, which was like almost 4 gigs. This is just over a gigabyte. And here we are. This is my tropical farm in here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did harvest the flax recently, and then given the farmland a chance to go back. I've been planting berries a lot lately as well. The purpose of that is to create, what do you call it? Vinegar. Vinegar, yeah. And I have a lot of trees. My lychee trees died apparently, so that's to replant those, but a few of these are fine. So got a lot of fruits for vinegar. I'm going to use the vinegar to create aged stones. There's a mod for that, and I actually did create a recipe mod for the vinegar and something else I can't remember. But yeah, I like the aged stone bricks that 1.18 introduced, and I wanted to get some of those. I haven't had the time as yet, but you know, when I do get the chance to play, I typically work on small projects like that. So I'm gonna head back over to, and by the way, I had the ruins mod. So there are a few ruins here. So what I intend to do with each update, I will just travel to like a new translocator like what we have here. I just map them. I don't enable them or anything. So I'm just going to use each translocator to dedicate to a new game release until this map is no longer viable. There are a few through this teleporter as well, but this goes much closer, as you can see. My negative 4,000. Anyways, let's look at the base. Alright, so we have it pretty much been the same as before. Not sure if we had the wallpaper before. I think wallpapers were introduced in 1.17, and I've been playing this map since 1.15 or 1.14. Not this particular map, but this area which I copied over. So as new features got released, I added stuff, and this is my second save ever. So as I said, I only play a few saves. There are a few things I didn't show the last time, but yeah, the house is pretty similar to what it was. I might have done the ceiling. I'm thinking about changing the floor. These are chiseled blocks. I'm not sure exactly what I'll do to over here as yet, but I'm not feeling this aged wood anymore. I might just make the entire thing pine, or come up with something else that's more attractive in my eyes. So this is my kitchen area, and over here we have some barrels, and I store my honey there. This is like a chalkboard that I chiseled, and yeah, the kitchen area. I got these from the Residence Archive. I'm not sure how you guys pronounce that. Archive. Maybe separate words. Anyways, yeah. So my little kitchen area. Pies go there, and I bake them over here. Now, you'll notice there's like a little fireplace here. I have a brazier mod. It's a really old mod, but it still works, and I just put one below this and chisel this front thing here. I have a oven there and oven there. And I also have a lit chimney above this, so it looks really good to me. And over here I have my firewood, I have some storage vessels, and some flour over here for food. It's so much stuff right now. It doesn't really matter if this goes bad, even though it won't go bad anytime soon. And yeah, I have my own little cookbook for the best combinations of foods, and you know, just decorated and stuff. And this is a new item, the ink and quill. I used it for the books, and yeah, this was pretty much the same. I just added the wallpaper, which I really like. I think I should add some here when I get a chance. So around here it's the same. The only thing that changed is this. I got this from a ruin in the ruins mod, and I plopped that down right there. I really like it. And my idea is that you come out here, you play some omak, and you might feel creative and you do your painting. Yeah, this was one of the first things I built, and it hasn't changed really. And these omak pieces, I actually had a couple of these before I went to the Resonance archive. Not sure how I got them, but I was watching someone the other day and I realized that they got this from the area, and I said, hey, I had these, so I didn't even know that you could place these down, so I did go ahead and place them down, and that looks good. It looks like Chinese checkers, maybe, I don't know. Let's see what comes of that as we go on. Now let's see here. Out here I did do some decorations in terms of the tiles in here as well. I like to get the tiles done. Let's see. And over here I did this thing. I don't know what you call these, but I just had the idea one day that I'd create this little area for like reading, and I found this little compass, and using the carry-on mod I placed that broken chest down, so it's like a little reading area, almost in the environment but not exactly in it. I really like that build. Over here we made this like gazebo area, and I changed around here, planted some stuff, and I started using sand a lot versus dirt. I think they build like around it, you know, I think sand works a lot better. You'll see that I have sand around all the way around the house. Yeah, and I got this gravestone from the ruins mod, and I think these cacti or cactus were introduced in 118. I think they work well here. I have a bunch of salt in that, and this is bamboo fences and chiseled that. I really liked how that came out. So let's go to this direction. So we have the gazebo here. I'm not sure if I ever showed this, but this was an interesting build. We have ebony logs there. I think this is a purple heart tree. It goes in the center. I only had a few of these seeds. I have one here. I think that's one right there, and there's another. I think that's it. Oh, there might be one over there. But yeah, let's look around. Now, for right here, this is a recent addition as well. My intention was to actually make this into a butterfly. I don't know the word, somewhere where you release butterflies. Captured a few butterflies in here. I moved them to somewhere else. I had, you know, a lot. But I realized that once you caught them, they were dead. thought you could like release them. So I had planned to like release the butterflies in here and they'd fly around, and when I wanted to watch butterflies I could come by and watch them. Unfortunately, they're dead. So I came up with another idea. I decided to, oh, these are actually ripe. I decided to I'm gonna do grafting. So I have most fruit trees, so I'm gonna try to create a fruit tree with all the grafts in here in this greenhouse. I know that greenhouses don't affect, well, I think they don't affect fruit trees, but I'll keep it like this nonetheless and have a multi-graft fruit tree. And as you can see, I went around and collected a lot of mushrooms as well. So I have a mushroom collection here. I gotta catch them all. Alright, now where should I go next? Down here is something you've seen before. It's basically the leather working area. This was one of the first things I built. I really loved how this worked out. You hear my pet bear there. Yeah, we'll get to him soon. But anyways, this is the leather working area. It hasn't changed. This is one of the first builds. Yeah, I really like the ceilings. I really liked how the chiseled pine turned out. This was done before we had debarked wood. So yeah, it was very good. And let's see, we're gonna go over here. I made this little bridge here. I did modify this. This was originally 2 materials, and I tried to make it blend in more with the environment and more low slung. So I think I'm satisfied with this now. For now, I might modify it in the future, but for right now, I think it is okay. And over here, we have like a walking area with most, well, not most of them, but some flowers that I liked. Yeah, and I have these are the termite mounds before the new ones were released. I think I was able to retrieve them using a mod. Yeah, so this is a little walking area, like through a little meadow. At a point I had that mod where you could have bees in like boxes and you could build them and so on, but I stopped using that. I stopped using mods that add new blocks to the game, just for the sake of making sure my save it can be updated to the new versions of the game, and I don't have to wait on the mods to be updated. I still play around and look at mods, but I try to limit how much mods I have that add new blocks. Alright, so let's see. Let's go to the pantry. I should change the sand there. The pantry. Oh, let's look at the charcoal first. So we got charcoal here. I haven't done anything with this for so long. In the previous world there was so much black coal and brown coal, I just used that instead. But this is very deep. I think it's 10 blocks deep, and I've just had it sitting there for years in game. So it's just for aesthetics right now. And this is the pantry. There isn't much going on in it right now. I should be stocking for winter. Let's see. Should get something to munch on. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we have here. We have red meat poultry stew with boiled pumpkin. Scrumptious. Alright, let's move on. We have a lot of salt as well. Salt and brine. I've been salt in meats when I can. I don't need too much. And oh, this is a mod. This is the preservation mod, I think. So this increases the how long stuff lasts, food. And over here we have some more fences. I was trying to get a certain look with fences, so I tried with ebony, tried with bamboo. I think the bamboo looks good, and this looks good as well, but I'm still working out something in my creative world, and I might add it once I get to something that I actually like. Now these trees, really it's a different crimson king maple. I have these specifically over here, and I have my pumpkin patches as well. Yeah, so I planted these in sand, and I have Petra there. I rotate that whenever I have a new planting season. I have pumpkins galore. Over here, down here we go underground. I'll probably show that last when it's night and not well lit. Over here, I got this from, this is a new clutter block. So I got this from a ruin in the Better Ruins mod, and this was my initial what do you call the thing? Where you fire clay molds and so on. This is my initial area, and up here has been my forge. One of my first builds as well. I did start using that mod that adds bigger, more powerful windmills. So this is the equivalent of 4 maxed out sails. So I think it's 8 that would normally max it out, so it would be 32, and it has the same power as that. I prefer this. It looks more aesthetically pleasing and realistic versus 4 sails on each side. I had it just like this before, but as soon as I saw that mod, I just started using it. It doesn't look that different than the vanilla, and it works well. I mean, as I said, I don't play a lot, and when I do play, this is more than enough power. Even when it's just a gentle breeze, it's still quite powerful. As I said, it's like the equivalent of 4 full powered sails, so it's really good. And I have my furnaces out here. I have ingot molds, so whenever I need those, I can use them. I have my working metal here, my stocks that I work with whenever I need anything. I have lots of iron, lots of iron plates. I have the founder mod and some steel here, and I think this is brass here. I also collected these clutter blocks whenever I could find them and use them for decoration. Let's see if we can get this more well lit here. Alright, let me just add some time here. Alright, it's bright again. I'm just gonna do that for now. I don't usually do that, but just for the sake of the video, I could stop the time, but I don't remember that command. Yeah, just for the sake of the video, I just want to keep things lit. Yeah, I'll go through and make a few shields as well, just for decoration purposes. And like in the archive, I just went through and left the broken tools around, and as you can see, this is pretty fast. So I used to have my quern over here in the corner, and it would run all 3. So I have my toggle over here. Oh no, oh, here we go. I didn't mean to do do that, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we toggle that, and everything would operate, and it was quite fine for me. So some people love big, um, big sales and big systems, but I prefer it to be compact. This is quite sufficient for me. Yeah, let's go on further. Now over here is where I have my steel production items, and it's pretty straightforward. Just decorated the top to make it look a little more interesting, and yeah, just a pretty straightforward thing. Now down here, oh, this is what I forgot. Down here is my new area for clay production. I can't remember the term, but I built this thing here. So these are like vents. So when the smoke is let me show you. I have material inside here, but I don't have any now. But normally, yeah, I use a slight collapsed trunk as well. Anyways, I could use peat for this, but the idea was that in here, if I wanted to smelt too many shingles, I'd smelt all of them down here. And I have this resident raccoon. He's been here for a while. This pig has been wandering around as well. I guess she found herself down here. But yeah, so whenever these would be in full usage or production, you'd imagine that being underground, it would be full of smoke. So I made a vent so the smoke would actually go through there. The in-game mechanics don't work like that, but I just thought it would look better that way. So it's slanted backwards, and the idea is that the smoke would go through there, and you'd come down through here, and you'd see it through here. I really like this build, and took me a little while to build it. Anyways, going back to the steel area. So I like to do decorations of tiles. I want to do something interesting in the future. So we have some steel going. Didn't finish that, and we have what do we have here? Brown coal, coke, charcoal. So I need to work on this. I'm not big on steel. I just did it as a thing to do. And down here is where we'd add the fuel and make sure it doesn't go out, and keep it going. So we have two of these, and over here we have a storage area. I thought about what I could add here at the extent of the very end of the base area, and just thought I'd add a storage area. I might do something to this to add more decorations. I'm not sure is it. I did have like a column underneath here before, but it's a work in progress. As I said, I'm always doing something. Sometimes I have an idea, I just log on once I have the time, and I add that idea. Now over here I have this pond. I always wanted a pond in my base area. Now I had to actually use creative, not creative exactly, but World Edit. I dug out the pond, and I had to use a World Edit command to add water. So originally there was land over there where the sea is, but as I mentioned earlier, I exported the base area and basically ended there, and I had to like terraform the edges to make it look more natural. But this was originally um, something I did. Not sure if I uploaded that, but yeah, there were fishes in there that spawned. I'm not seeing any now, but I just wanted like a little pond near my base area where I could come and sit and fish. Hopefully, wink wink Tyrion. Hopefully we get like real fishing soon. I really like this area. It's really just picturesque and peaceful. The entire build is, that's what I love about Vintage Story. Oh, this was a mine shaft originally, but since I exported the game, the base area, I was limited in terms of what I could export, and that's the extent of it now. So it went all the way down to almost bedrock. I think it was an iron mine, but yeah. So, oh no, let's get out of the water. Oh yeah. Oh, there's something over here as well. So there's a little area here, and as you can see, this is now water. If you guys remember, there was like land extending that way, and there was a trader and stuff like that. But this is what it is now. This is now a waterfall. I tried to go through and terraform it as best as I could, so it didn't look as jarring, and added some little details. So where I'm from in the world, you have like cobblestone walls, and sometimes when they're like retaining walls, you'll have a drainage holes, so the water will come out, and doesn't the weight of the water and the wet soil, I guess, or drenched soil doesn't collapse the wall. So I thought that was a neat feature to add. Game mechanics don't allow for that, but it seems sensible to me, and I like how it turned out. Alright, so let's move on. Alright, so over here we have something else. So I have the forge area on top, as you can see, and down here we have a storage area. I didn't show this in the last video. So I have the anvil. This broken anvil is from a ruin from the Better Ruins mod, and this copper one is something I made before, as well as that one. And I just kept my old anvils in here for decoration. I have storage, just for decoration. I have firewood. I have brown coal, I think. Charcoal, I guess. Black coal and peat. Everything I need. And high ceilings. Yeah, I really like this area as well. And I might add some more decorations. I'm not sure exactly what, but it could use something. Not sure yet. I'll figure it out. Yeah, nice area. Alright, so from here we can go here. So over here we have a walkway leading towards the pond, and it forks back all the way around to the main area. But this is my second beehive area. So I have bees galore over here. Yeah. If you go through the cattails here, go back on the road, it should bring us over here. It's pretty nice pond, and it has a little overhang here. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, there's a little overhang there. Let's jump over. Alright. Yeah, nice little overhang. Alright. Let's go back up. And see what there else is to see. Over here, this is something I wanted in the game, in my base, but I couldn't get it. So I had to, what I did was to basically find a hot spring in the world, create a schematic of it, and I copied that schematic, imported it to my base, then I terraformed around it. So it's mostly, you know, survival, besides like stuff like this that I just can't get without using World Edit. And yeah, I really like this. I'm not sure what can be done with it. I do know that it keeps you warm, but you can't actually jump into the thing to burn you, damage the character. Yeah, so I planted my sequoia trees. You guys might have mentioned, remember that based on the last video, comment this way, you'd have seen where you'd have a lot of pine trees. I planted a lot of sequoia trees to basically create a sequoia forest, and I removed the pine trees in favor of the sequoias. I really like these trees. They just have, you know, a certain majesty to them. They're so tall and towering, and I just really like them. So I left the forest like this. I didn't want it to be too thick either. So I think this is the distribution I wanted. Yeah, so moving on. Over here, as you can see, it's a steep drop. So this was the extent to which I cut off. I basically exported my old base, sorry, and imported it over. So I've used World Edit to try to smooth the edges, but it's alright. It's no big deal to me, at least. It looks like just a cliff, you know, and I have a nice water, nice scene there. Let me just open the map. Oh yeah, I have to turn this on. So as you can see, I'm basically surrounded by water besides here, and I've made a very long road all the way to over here. I might go towards it, show you what I have so far. But yeah, so coming down here, you have a gatehouse, large gatehouse, but the land has been cut off, so I just left it like this for now. So where should we go next? Let's go back this way. I can't remember what I forgot to show you guys the last time, or whoever is watching. Alright, so under here, this was supposed to be a tunnel. I tunneled in an area that is too shallow. I just left it like that, and I tunneled through here instead. Now under here we have my man-made whatever that word is, tunnel, so decorated, right? So this is sort of my fermenting area for vinegar. So I turn these fruits into vinegar. As, I think I mentioned that at the start of the video where I showed the fruits that I was growing. I need a lot of vinegar to produce the aged bricks and rocks and stuff. And I had this mod that allowed you to, there are multiple mods that allow this, where you can collect these glowworms and these as well. So over the course of my old video, old world, I had collected them and just decided to make a ton and decorate all of this. Now this is something I had to use World Edit for. I couldn't dig all of this myself, so I had to use a tool edit to like make cavities, and then I'd use the actual pics and so on to make my own little detailed changes. So it's pretty legit in my opinion. Besides World Edit, these are just stuff I collected over a very long time of playing. This save has over 700 hours, so I accumulated a lot, and I just wanted to utilize them. Over here I have my secret passageway, and this would allow me to swim down. I have a human skeleton here. I have some treasure, a rough diamond, and emerald, a low quality. There was this era that the era that I was before, it had a lot of peridotite and so much gems, but I didn't get the chance to really mine that. But from what I had, I did do some trades with traders, and what I had left I put in there, I guess. And down here, it's sort of difficult to keep track of what I want to show you. The base here goes all over. Anyways, down here we have a little cave leading to my alcohol making area. So this was an early build as well. A very nice build in my opinion. And we have a little waterfall here that leads out to the livestock area. It leads out to the chicken coop, and behind the pig's pen or sty. And right here we make our fruit juice into alcohol. I can't remember the process, but I do know that you put it into this for some reason, then you put it into the condensers. So yeah, and I leave little notes for myself, so I don't have to look online or use the handbook too much. I can just have it in game and know what I need to do. I have a little well here. I have dyes and buckets and so on, and I have a little peak holster. And over here we have our fruit trees. These are red apple trees. And oh yeah, so this is like my vineyard. So I'm focusing on using apples more. Apples seem to give a better turnover for eating, and I use the berries to make alcohol and so on. So this was I collected so many berry trees. As you can see, it's ridiculous how much I have. So this was back when berry trees were the only fruit trees or fruits that they could get in the game, and they spawned much more than how they spawn now in the world generation. So I had so much, so I actually still have some. I think I just use that to create a vineyard. Then once fruit trees got in, I created those fruit trees there, and I have kapok or kapok trees. I have pink apple, green apple, and yellow apple as well. But as I mentioned, I'm going to create a grafted tree over there. Now, there are a few more things I need to show. Time is going so quickly. I have the, what do you call this, pigsty here. I have 2 females and 1 male. They're over generation 10. This is like how a pig sty or pen would actually, what it would actually be like. You know, where when they do their stuff, you just wash it away into that, and that will be taken elsewhere. And it's typically like muddy. So I've raised pigs before, so I know pigs and goats and cattle and pigeons and rabbits, all sorts of animals. This is like a little thing I saw on the internet. So in Switzerland, they sometimes put hay into small barns, and it's really mountainous there. So these will be right next to the pastures, and they'll put the hay in there. So I like the idea. So I created this little house. It took me a little while to do this, and they have their food in there. So it has chutes that connect all the way down to there. So it's automatic. All my livestock have automatic feeding. Over here we have an aqueduct. Pretty simple. It runs from a man-made waterfall or stream out there, comes down here and goes into the ground and disappears. And I have my chicken coop over here. So I have my chicken friends. There are quite a few. I need to get rid of some of them soon. There are probably 3 to 4 dozen in there. And behind there we have the water feature that I mentioned. So for that tunnel area that led to the alcohol area, this is where it leads to, right? And you have it being joined by the waterfall from up top where that flower area is, where you have the flower meadow. So it's pretty cool. And this is behind the pig area. Alright, let's see here. And down here we have where the water feature ends. So tapers off here and goes underneath. Oh, that's scary. I need food. It's so loud. Alright, there we go. Alright. I don't like the new voices. I prefer the old ones. Now over here we have the sheep area. I hope we can get some cattle in the game soon. And yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. We have lots of berries, as you can see. They go all the way around. And yeah, that's it for that. I just have a retaining wall going all the way around the base. Can walk over here, and yeah, I think over here I want to do something here eventually. I'm not sure what it. It's a little empty area. Not sure what it's gonna be. And go up here. So that's just a gatehouse. Pretty straightforward. Just go through the gatehouse. No, you shall not pass. Yeah. So this is my second windmill. This has the same modded sails, but I think it's at half capacity. But it's more than enough. So half capacity would be like 16 sails, 16 vanilla sails, or this would be like 2 full sets of sails, like a double full set vanilla windmill. And this operates my quern, very fast quern. It's automated. I have chutes going down, and I've set it up so I can set it and forget it. So it keeps turning. I just put my stuff in the chest, and the chutes extract it. Whatever. Once the corn is full, it starts spitting out stuff. But what I've done to prevent it from despawning is to use blocks around the sides. As you can see, the chisel blocks. So it basically forces it into one area, which is where that chute is, and the chutes accept it and puts it into the chest. So an automated process. And up here I have a little bridge. Alright, let me just see if I can jump down. There was, I think the mod that they created was for red shingles, so you could create red shingles, and you need vinegar for that or something. I can't remember now what I wanted. Legit way of doing it. Now you'll notice that these pine trees all have resin. Um, there was this mod, I think it's farming something, I can't remember. It allowed you to use a knife and score the pine trees, and they become leaking pine blocks. So that mod is no longer viable. I think it's no longer working. But these are vanilla blocks, so it still works. You know, the feature to do it, the mechanic isn't there anymore, but the blocks are vanilla blocks, so they're fine. So this is like my resin farm area. Now over here, since you last watched or seen it, this wall wasn't here, but I built this retaining wall. Try to mix the blocks a little, so it's more realistic. And over here we have this bear. I realized in 1.18 that they were spawning nearby, so I captured this guy and blocked him in, and slowly built this area. So he doesn't despawn for whatever reason, and he's entertaining. You see him standing 2 feet still, quite a guy. So he prevents additional spawns, and it's the same for the wolves. So these wolves, they'd always spawn down here. There was like this cave, and it was so annoying to deal with them. And this was back from in the previous map, so I just decided to create an area for wolves, trap them inside, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to breed wolves into dogs, but they prevent spawns, so I have those for that. Over here we just add some time again. Time 12, there we go. Over here we have our tree farm for bald cypress. For quite a few trees. I don't have any need for it really, to be honest. There's so much resources now. And I guess you guys would have seen this already. I did go through and change up a few rocks. I still need to make some changes so it has a variety. But yeah, a log spike. Not sure why that happens. Let's see. Run at 60 frames. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes the game just freezes. I have either 64 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes or RAM. I don't know. And it's 3060. So I don't know. This is my original bee farm. And I built some retaining walls. And you know, I fixed this up. I like how this turned out. So I have my farm areas. So I have my stuff there. I need to harvest that. I have a barrel, rot. I have my veggies. Yeah, so cherries here. I need to harvest those as soon as I can. I have a little pathway here. This is just a tunnel to the downstairs area. This is the farm. This is where I used to farm my flax, but I grow rice there now. Hopefully I get this rice in before winter comes. And over here I have my pottery shop. So all the stuff I find or build, put them in here. I have a few chisel blocks and stuff for decoration, like this strange device. Not sure what that is. I think it's one of those things that tell wind speed. I'm not sure. But yeah, and I started like creating a clay thing there. Yeah. So just decorations. And over here we have a room for mushrooms. So place the mushrooms down. I was working the same mod that allowed you to score the trees for leaking pine resin. It allowed you to collect mushrooms and plant them in the substrate material. But I deleted that mod. I just decided that I didn't want to have too many new blocks, non-vanilla blocks, just to have a reliable save. Yeah, and over here, there's so much in here. I have the secondary storage area. I just sort of collect the blocks, and then I put down my chest. I have a few decorations from the archive, and just store stuff. You know, there's this huge metal deposit, or bountiful metal. I didn't get to mine it, unfortunately. Yeah, so and, down here, as you saw in the previous video, this is like my dyeing area. So just have dyes for days. I have more stuff in there to make dyes. A little water area there for decorations. Going through and decorating. And down here, just close my doors. We have my garden here. We have rice coming in nicely. I have papyrus, I have cattails, and I have two foxes. Foxes are free rabbit control, so I don't have any rabbit problems anymore. I used to have rabbit problems, so there's like a retaining wall up there, but they used to still spawn somehow, even though I placed flowers down on the grass blocks. But the foxes usually take care of them now, so I don't lose anything when I plant seeds. These seeds here were put in last, I think. I'm not sure if they're gonna come to anything. And this little bridge there is something I built recently. I really like this area. I love the color of the rice as well, like golden yellow color. It's really pretty. And let's see here. Down here is just leads to the pine, the leaky pine area, and yeah, that's it. Now in here, where is this? I was trying to build a mob spawner, not necessarily a mob spawner, but something to survive. I can just walk across, by the way. I don't know how, but that's how it works. I was trying to build this mob. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I talked too soon. Anyways. Let's not get there. Oh, rabbits, how did they get here? That's crazy. Anyways, I was trying to build a temporal storm thing, but it didn't work to my satisfaction, at least. Anyways, down here is like a decoration area, so I keep armor sets down here. I still need to repair some of these and get the other parts. I have like seashells, you know, strange stuff that I come across, like those as well, those, and ores, starfish shells, I guess, butterflies. I have a few of them. few over here. I'm trying to start to build up my collection, and I want to build some murals. I'll build a huge mural with, you know, that scene in Lord of the Rings where it says, "You shall not pass." I want to build something like that here with the colors that are in the game. I want to like pixel art it, and over here I want to contrast that with something else. I'm not sure that's probably going to be a long-term project. Now you'll notice that down here is completely blocked off. So this is where I had the end of the scheme. It was there. This is where the schematic ended. So when I selected to export the area, this is where it stops. So this part was cut off. So in the old world, this would lead to a door, a huge door, and out to a road in a different area. But it wasn't that important, you know. So just cut that off. Now down here was a mine. It's still a mine. It goes all the way down to bedrock, and that's it for that. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Oh, these are all the journals, I think they're called. I have, so I just put them on the bookshelves, the new bookshelves. These are all the books I collected from the Resonance archive, as well as all the books I collected over the course of playing the game for 700 hours. So, bought books. I think you can buy them. Found most of them though. I think so. So just place them there. These are all the relic stuff. I just placed it there. Yeah, and I decorated a bit. These are some metals that you don't use so much, like bismuth. You don't use it. You mix that to make an alloy with it. I like the color, so just created them. I placed a few down. Yeah, and I have tool racks for tools, and yeah, storage stuff for storage. Pretty straightforward. I'm trying to make different themes here with the tiles, as you can see. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Was there anything else that I wanted to show you guys? Let me just see here. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think so. So this was here. You guys didn't see that. Yeah, this is my build. This is where I am at. Maybe another year from now it will be updated. One of the things that I'd like to do with a new update, I saw where you can actually now chisel dirt blocks. So for instance, you can combine this cobblestone with this dirt block. I always wanted to make like retaining walls. The only sad part is that you can't plant anything in it. I tried in the 1.19 preview, and you can only combine it with other blocks, but you can't have stuff still growing in it. Oh, this is the fruit press area. So press the fruit in here, and the juice, then I bring that downstairs. I used to use that mod, a medieval expansion, I think, and it had a water wheel, had a water wheel there. Originally this was supposed to all be a water wheel, but it didn't work out. The water wheel kept breaking, and I didn't have the patience nor the time, well I guess it's the same thing, the time to really figure it out, so I just deleted it. And that mod added so much things that I didn't need. I just wanted the doors, really, and now we have doors. It's a great mod, but just not what I need. But yep, that is my vintage story world update. Let's see how far we can see here. yeah, so as you can see, I'm surrounded by water and beautiful little peninsula here. Where am I? Yeah, there I am. So built a road all the way out here. A very nice looking map as well. It would be nice for a small multiplayer server. Like 4 people. Yeah. If you guys want to check it out, it's on the forums. And it was created in 118. So all this, like the island itself is already generated. You have to generate new chunks for other parts, but it's very nice. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And for those who stick around, still are still subscribers, thank you for that. I hope I can upload more often, but I really do doubt it. But I appreciate you guys. Love the vintage store community, and I'm really looking forward to see where the game goes. It's developed so much. I've been playing since maybe 1.13, 1.12, and it's really changed a lot. Really changed a lot. Really improved. So it's very promising, and one of the few games that I pick up when I do have time to play video games. And I don't know, I'll probably be one of those persons who have one of the longest running saves. But thank you guys for watching, and enjoy your day.